Hello, everyone. RVDebs here. It is Saturday night. Sun is getting ready to set in the west, and I'm here in South Texas watching it from my fifth wheel. And I'm in an RV resort, and that's what I'm doing. This is what I have designed for my retirement, I guess you could call it. Hi, Georgiana. How's San Antonio? Hi, Kathy. Very humid, I feel today. It's warm and humid. How you doing, Butterbeanhead? Nice to see you. Oh, it's been one of those couple days, actually. Hey, Maryland. I'm trying to aim the camera in a different angle. Hello, Zach. Happy fourth week. Hi, Barbara. Lovely to see you coming back from Australia. Down under. That's someplace I'd love to go to, actually. Hello, Jim. Hi, RV Quilt. Hello. Yeah, to me, I feel it warm tonight. Even though the air is on, I'm sure it's just me. Cali Cat, hi. Hi, Deborah Hill. Atlanta. How's Atlanta? What's the weather like for you guys? Yeah, it's to me, I'm feeling really warm. Like, beads of sweat. I think it must be the humidity. Hi, Inoko. Let's look at the weather. It's been hotter, but I'm feeling the heat. 94 degrees. We're not as hot as we've been, but it just feels hot. And the humidity is 46%, 17-mile-an-hour winds. It's me. It's mostly just me. I'm feeling it. And 91 near you in the Carolinas. Hi, JJ. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Ah, yes. Eating peaches and ice cream. Yum. 78 in your spot. That's nice. Yeah, we just have a hot summer, and it's not even as hot as it's been. Humidity was in the 80s this morning. Feels it. I feel it tonight. Hello, Zelda. Hello, Sharon Lee. Hi, Timothy. Nice to see everybody. Doreen. Hi, Sue. Thank you. Yeah, I will. I blew. I used the hair blower to blow the hair out when I washed it, but because it's so humid, it's just flattened out. I don't know. I'm gonna try to let it be curly next time. Storming, really. It's very sunny. The sun is setting, but it's gonna take a little time. And I did get to go out a couple times today. Hi, Mary Cooper. Well, I'll tell you, people, friends, countrymen, how many people have had frustrations when you get a new phone? Anybody? Because I have a new phone. Oh man, this is so the reason I got a new phone was I was offered I've been with Verizon for a long time, and they offered me a new phone, the S23, um, for no more, no money. I mean, what they do is they give it to you, and they somehow the payments you have to be with them for the time that it would normally be to payment. Whatever. I was like, I'm with them. Oh wow, Deborah. Yeah. Anyway, they overnight me the phone. I got it yesterday, or yeah, I think. I've had a really couple of days that just no matter what I did. Hi, Edward. Yeah, the sun's not down yet here. It's still like in the sky and it's bright. So I got this phone. But anyway, you know how you get a phone and then you take your old phone and you click on this thing and it transfers. everything that's on your old phone is supposed to go onto your new phone. Yeah, supposed to. Hi, Darlene. I didn't realize I didn't say hello to you, Darlene. Anyway, that was the frustrations. I won't go into gory details about how bad it was, but my fault because when I went to bed last night, I had the phone already. Everything was fairly okay. A couple things were missing. When I got up this morning to log into my new phone, it asked me for a 4 digit. I thought it was asking me for my old 4 digit code that opens my old phone. No, I forgot that it asked me the day before or the evening for a 6 digit code. So, of course, I couldn't get in on my new phone in the morning, this morning. Feels like it's forever. And I'm thinking, oh no, something's wrong. My phone won't start. But it was me. Hi, Pearl. I did it because I didn't remember that now it was 6 digits. Well, that took me back to getting on with Verizon. They couldn't help me after their 30 minutes. And Jim came over and let me use his phone because I don't have more than one number. Anyway, long story short, really, I got on with Samsung and they say, you know what you need to do is start over. You need to go to a factory restart, which means I have to go through all over again transferring stuff. Hi, John. Well, I'm glad you're here. And that took another hour, maybe more. Finally, pretty much have almost. So I have no longer have a TikTok. I will have. I do have a TikTok, but all of my videos and followers. I had over almost 700 followers on TikTok. I have zero now, starting over. And also my editing program, which is KindMaster. I don't remember the password or the login. I am like, so this has not been my best couple of days. Um, I'm trying to just let it go, but it really is frustrating. I tried to log in with TikTok and it was like um, the wrong email. I don't remember which email I had used to log in. Well, too late. And then they told me that they actually told me I was not old enough. I even sent them a picture. They asked me for a picture holding my driver's license, and that wasn't good enough. So you can see how every time you upload a new telephone, each time let's say you have Wells Fargo or Bank of America app, you have to go there and log in with your password. All of them start Instagram, you have to log in. I've done most of them. Anyway, I'm still working on some stuff, but I got mostly done. It's just not a fun thing to have to do. And the only reason I took this new phone is because I do a lot of videos and photos. I'm wearing this so that I'm faking it, Sharon. Um, it's giving me 256. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Margie. So I have 256 gigs of storage, and all the other phones are 128. That's why I took it. Exactly, Butterbean Head. And just logging into with Google and Microsoft and YouTube and oh my god, Facebook. Hi, Mama Wanderlust. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to do my hair nice. Like I said, I didn't really do much. It's just kind of there, but it feels better not on my neck, which is good. That's terrible, John. Yeah, Yeah, and this is a little bit smaller than my old phone. Not too bad. So how's everybody else? Like, so now you know how, you know where I'm coming from, and I mean, I came this close to just like I didn't talk to anybody today. I'm having one of those times, so almost didn't want to do it, but I forced myself um, to do the live stream because most of the time when I feel like this, if I do the live stream, I feel better. Thank you, Margie. Yes, thumbs ups. Thumbs up, please. Cali Cat. Jim was trying to get me to go to the Verizon store. I called the Verizon store when this thing first happened, and it said it's going to be $35 for them to help you transfer to a new phone. So I was determined not to spend that money. I'm not your hero, Linda. I'm just a I'm just a person. Edward, phone will probably break before the 256 gigs. Oh, I don't break my phones, knock on wood, but I'm not real tough on them. Hi Jen, it happens, Deb. I was looking for you last night. Last night I wasn't on, but Saturdays and Wednesday I do try. Oh yes, I was when I heard that I said you charge $35 to help a customer. 9 years with you, and you're going to charge me. I'm spending X amount of dollars on a new phone, and you're going to charge. They said it's a new policy. Hi Sally. Hi Kathy. Good to see ya. So Verizon's on my you know what list right now, but hi Bill. So good to see everybody. Like I said, I was kind of not in the best of moods, um, trying to be mellow and relax, But sometimes when I feel this way, and I get on here, then I leave feeling better, and I can see how that would work because we share. Melody, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I love No Madness. Shelly's a wonderful friend. Hi, Giggle Fishy. Formerly homeless. Hi there, Kanisha. Okay, Kanisha, what are you cooking? I'm still working at the office. Yeah. Okay. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. You're fine. You didn't come in late. Yeah, I'm here. We're all here. Giggle Fishy had a ham sandwich for dinner. I had okay. Another thing, Timothy. I bet Christina's excited. Christine is not a person. She doesn't get excited. Thank you, Linda. On top of having the phone thing. Shepherd's pie, yum tonight. Very nice. Enjoy it. Hi, Linda. You beef tips, mashed taters, broccoli. Yeah, so I hadn't eaten. Like I didn't even make coffee. I was on the phone for hours. I was sitting here so kind of hungry and I wanted coffee and I didn't get any. And then at 4 o'clock, finally, I went to Church's and got some chicken. Homemade beef stew, Edward had. Sometimes I go in my vehicle and get away. Hi, Judy Wilson. Let's see. Sometimes the heat is so bad that just driving my air conditioner cools me down, and it's wasting gas, whatever. That's one thing about California that I actually miss. Um, Taking a drive down to the coast, like to Malibu or wherever you are, there's some beautiful places to drive. Here, not so much. You like Church's chicken? I got the chicken tenders and mashed potatoes. I'm sure that's real healthy, but changing of scenery, that helps a lot sometimes. It really does. I still am like really not looking forward to driving all the way to Monday. And I know I have to. And I think the closer I get to doing it, which is after the holiday, this the more neurotic about it I get. Smoke, yeah, it's not good. The smoke in the air, yes. My AC has a hard time. It's right now, what is it? About almost 8. And now I can really feel the coolness. But between like around 3:30 and 6, it's so hot that even though I'm sitting under pretty much the AC, it still feels hot. Well, when you're with the kids, chicken nugs are the thing to do. I'll be happy when it's all over, Kathy. It's like a matter of, I don't, and it's hot up there. So I mean, moving in the heat, I can barely just live, take the dogs out in the heat. Once I get over it, I know recreational marijuana is legal today in Maryland, not in Texas. New Hampshire has huge fireworks. People have been setting them off in the neighborhood for weeks. I hate that sound of like pops. Yeah, so moving in the heat is sucks. But paying rent every month also sucks. So I have to bite the bullet and do it. The air quality here is good, other than your typical pollen and that kind of stuff. We don't have any. I don't think there's anything terrible. Just typical, pollen and flowers. There's a lot of dust. Right. There's so many things about it that I don't want to do. And I just sometimes we got to just face it and do it. Yeah, Canada's got the fires this year. It's just horrible. Never will be in Texas. You don't think it'll ever get legal here? I think it'll be the last one, the last state. Right, all in the East Coast up there, where the Canada's close to all that area. It's bad. Yeah, hopefully it will stop soon. Darlene, that's what I'm doing this year. Hopefully, as long as possible. Yeah, I'm basically a camp host. I pretty much keep do just office checking in, make reservations, taking payments, showing someone where their space is, checking on things like that. Giggle fishy, you and me both, darling. Yeah, a lot of dogs really do freak out on the fourth. I've never been here in South Texas for the Fourth of July, so I don't know what to expect. Yeah, Michigan, anything's close to Canada right now. So normally Rosie's the one that in rain and storms she freaks out. Um, I'm not sure how they're not that terrible. Fourth of July, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to see any, but I don't really care. To honestly, I don't even have an oomph to go look at fireworks. Man, I know a lot of people that live in California, Arizona, not Arizona, um, Well, California for sure. New York legalized marijuana. Your town celebrates carnival, town carnival. Well, you'll have some fun there, hopefully. Hi, Melody. What state are you in, Darlene? I know I should know, but I don't. Hi, Katerina. Missouri. No fireworks. Oh, they got fireworks down here for sure. I've seen the stores. I know. I agree, Butterbean Head. But they don't listen to us. Yeah, my poor Rosie really does. She when she hears lightning, thunder, that's it. And she's 16, so I hate to put her through that. We, so far, we haven't had any more storms. Just the one humdinger that I went through. Yeah, Myrtle Beach is a big celebrates big. Texas too. I'm sure there's going to be some action out there. I don't know where, but you know, Bentsen State Park is real close, but I don't think they do it. I don't know. I could ask. Hey Google, what celebrations for Fourth of July are near me this year? Let's see. Here are some details. There's a Fourth of July show somewhere in the county. There's one. Yeah, they're all over the place. Maybe I'll be able to see them from here. That's the only way I'll see them. Don't know if you'll hear the fireworks over the screaming cicadas. Cicadas, I mean. Yeah, we've got cicadas out there at night. They sound like they're screaming. That's crazy, Linda. Can you imagine an entire hotel that are for pot smokers? That's crazy. Yeah, cicadas are really noisy. Cicadas, whatever. You say cicada, and I say cicada. I haven't heard anything here, Kat. I'd love to go to Vegas with you. If I had the time and money to do a Vegas trip, wouldn't that be fun? Cicadas are like they're like big grasshoppers, and they rub their legs together, I guess. And if I'm wrong, tell me. But that makes a sound, and when they're at night, if they're like maybe in season or something, I don't know. That was nothing. Let's all go to Vegas. A meetup in Las Vegas, maybe next year. Maybe so. I'm pretty ready myself. I would love to, get out of here. Vegas is hot, but I'd still go. Yeah, I don't know about the cicadas here. We're like, this is summer, my first time here. I don't hear them too bad here, but at night, if I open my door, last night I heard them. Let's do a trip to Vegas sometime. We can all go to Linda's house and stay at her place on her sofa and bring sleeping bags. I'm kidding. Just kidding. You don't have air conditioning. Yeah, you need air conditioning everywhere. Jim says by his RV, he's got the cicadas morning and night. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't hear any right now. Hi, big sissy banana. Hi, Christopher. Oh, thank you for. I didn't understand that. I wasn't talking to you. That's my old phone. Hi, Christopher. Thank you. Oh, wow. So, the good news is the day's over. My phone's almost working perfect. Not quite. I have to like rejoin my editing program. I got to start over with TikTok. Mama Wanderlust, there's she can't. She doesn't have to. It's legal there. And Linda said there was a hotel that's dedicated to pot smoking people. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's Google. Hi, Roar Lion. Thank you. Yeah, you can be quiet. We don't have to party hard. I'm happy just being with friends, and I like being at the pool and seeing a show, playing a little slots. That would be fun. I like the smell of weed. I can't imagine that, Judy. Really, I can't. I've never been anywhere where it's legal. Oh my God, Moon Mother, you had me on a low speed. I'm not real energetic, but I'm not real low. I don't know what I'm going to do about passwords. I'm pretty lucky, Giggle Fishy, really. And you can't spend too much. Vegan weed. I know. It's like password manager. Ugh. Yeah, Edward. Everyone gets a script. The only thing about a password manager that I don't understand is that if you only have to use one password and they're holding all your passwords, what if they go out of business? What if they close their doors? What happens to all the information they have that you don't have? Deborah, thank you. They're lucky if they win to finance their trip because that's good. They don't build those hotels with no money. Okay, I'm missing something. Deb, come visit me, Kathy says. I'll show you around. All 3 minutes. Huh. Sort of sounds like where I'm going next week. I haven't been in Vegas in a long time, but I enjoyed it last time I was there. Hi, George. I'd like to take Route 66. That would be a good trip. I don't know what that would be like, Patty Sue. I really don't. I've never lived in an area that was all legal. Someone just won 1.3 million at the airport in Vegas. The last time I was in Vegas, at a hotel was the Mirage. And also the time, I think it was the time after that or before, me and Kathy went to my cousin Risa, who had a house there at the time. So we stayed at their house we went there twice. I forget if it was before or after. Can you, Phyllis? That's amazing. She says it's legal there in Mass, and the smell here in elderly disabled housing where smoking is supposed to be prohibited is just awful. I can only imagine the older hippies, because that's where I come from, are all getting high in their rocking chairs on the porch. What a trip. Well, Route 66 on your bucket list, huh? Yeah, I'd like to go. I'd like to go on Route 66. Shepherd's pie. What, you use a stick and a half of butter, cracked pepper in my mashed taters when making my shepherd's pie. RVDebs. I like extra butter in my mash. I don't blame you. Yeah, you have to drive 20 minutes for fast food. In Monday, Texas, you have to drive about an hour for any kind of fast food. That's how far everything is. It was really beautiful when we were there. It was big too. Judy's asking how long it takes to get to where I'm going, Monday, Texas. It's a 9-hour drive, so about 10 hours stopping. I will probably stop and spend the night in San Antonio. I can't really drive that far. It's just too much for my eyes, not to mention everything. Yeah, the boomers around here wish that law was here. Yeah, nursing home to all the old people smoking, although they could be nice enough to smoke on the porch. San Marcos, Jim going with you. Well, the plan is something like that. Thank you, Kathy DeTerra. I don't know if it would be really boring for Jim to have to be there while I'm trying to sort through stuff, sell some stuff. Roar Lion, you're so sweet. I don't feel that way about it, but it is a lift. I'm glad I got my hair cut. But I don't know. I'm just learning how to deal with a new haircut. Anyway, maybe before I die, it'll be like that in Texas. I did. I took a shower and washed it. I let it dry. I used a hair blower a little bit with a brush. That's the first time I've used a hair blower. How am I going to get furniture? I'm not taking a lot of furniture from my house, but I will be taking my desk and chair, and I'm hoping to bring 2 chairs. Oh, Patty, well, then I won't say anything that'll bother you. No. Bummer. Opokino. Yeah, everybody was really nice. They said I looked younger, which is good. Read my lips. Yeah, I haven't heard any firecrackers. I might not. I don't know what it's like down here. I'll let y'all know. I just have a lot on my mind when it comes to this going and back and forth. Um, no, I haven't seen that. Gigglefish, she says, have I seen a video of the people out front setting off firecrackers and they set them all off at once? No. Zombie weed. Can't you at a but when you got to go to a legal store, you don't have to get the real strong stuff. You could probably order what you need. Seymour, that's our closest place for me to go. If I want to go to United Grocers, it's 24 miles to Seymour, Texas from Monday. Yeah, I can see why you didn't like it. My lips don't move. Aw. I haven't painted in a long time. That's one of the things that I need to get. All my paints and my canvases, my art supplies. Yes. So thank you. Thank you for Stella. So sweet. Yeah, we were paid early on social. I was kind of surprised. Enjoy your shepherd's pie, Kanisha. Really. Young and restless. Okay. Hi, Iris. Yeah, you need to make sure that if you're going to get marijuana and you don't like that heavy stuff, to make sure you communicate that. Iris says in Michigan you can get microdose, 2.5 milligram in a mint. Yeah, I still can't imagine it, Sharon, because I've never lived in a state that you can go pick out some weed and bring it home. But they did send my social security a few days early. Jen says grams only in New York. I don't know about a new schedule. I've been lucky that it's been coming fine, thank God. What would we do if it stopped? Oh my God. So, what do you guys like to do when you're really stressed out and you've just been, you know, completely frustrated doing something that didn't work and you're working on it? What do? Do you get up and go walk away? Do you like make yourself a cocktail? How do you handle it? Tell her to to re log. Have a Bloody Mary, eat chocolate, walk away, play the piano, smoke take a break. Yeah, see, these are good things because I was really, really uptight. Okay, like wound up. Eat chocolate today. I went and eat. I ate fried chicken. So food, I guess food. Talk to friends. Yeah, I talked to Amanda for a while today, just giggling and trying to just chill out. Hi, Dee Dee. Breathe. Yeah, that was what Jim was saying. Breathe. I was like fit to be tied. Oh, you eat infused chocolates dipped in strawberries. Okay. Yeah, I sometimes feel when things are not good. That's when I feel the most alone, actually. Go for a walk. Yeah, we can't go for a walk here. Too hot. Eat food and talk to friends is what I do. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. The dogs are like, they're even tired of my mood. Because I don't count my blessings. Yes, pray. There you go. Those are two good ones. Hi, Doggo Ben. Oh, Verizon and Samsung just being trying to make my new phone do the right thing, and it was frustrating, like really bad. I don't even want to go through it again. Hours. I can't run. I can't even walk. I mean, it's hot out there. No one's running. Oh, that's nice. It's raining. I'd like a little rain. Mother Moon Mother says to try to find three positive things. Chickadilly, huh? Well, churches suited me. Oh, the phone was terrible. So I am so it just like really took everything out of me for a couple days. Um, Marilyn was saying there's different schedules, but I don't think too much to change. Calling for rain. I would love a little rain. I, hold on, let me see. San Marcos 54. Don't ask Jim to bring his camper and put him up in a nice hotel. Anything less is asking too much. You waited until the hot weather and Jim to move you. No, he's not moving me. He doesn't want to go, and I don't blame him. Is and did you talk to Jim recently, San Marcos 54? Did you? Do you know everything? What an idiot. Yeah, today in Dallas, the area was nice. I was talking to Amanda. She was in the 80s, which I'd love. That's true, Jen. I guess so, Dogglebin. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just think that was kind of a rude comment because the person doesn't even know what they're talking about. And anyway, in Monday, Texas, there's no fancy hotels. You guys are lucky if you're in the 70s. Yeah, that's the desert. It's summer. Yeah, it's like, why would you say that? Put them up at a fine hotel, like there's fine hotels in West Texas. And I really need to put them up at a fine hotel because, yeah, Jim does not have to do anything. He does not have to go with me. If he doesn't want to, we all are free to do what we want. Yes, I have used the air fryer again. Nothing fancy, but I made some frozen chicken on it and I heated up a sandwich. Yeah, the Monday Ritz Carlton. People think they know what you should do all the time. Sorry about the smoke in the air. That just sucks. People do say the darndest things. I usually don't. I don't put up with too much, to be honest with you. If people are rude, then I just block them. Oh, I love my air fryer, and you have to have an air fryer. Air fryer is like having a little tiny oven, or ability to fry something without oil. You can heat things up. You can toast things. Yeah. How do you know that, though, San? Marcus, how do you know what I talked about with him? How do you know what he wants to do? Why would you do that? Why don't you just yeah, whatever. You don't you just you can say what you want to say, but you don't know the answers. Yeah, you have to preheat it. It's always better. My air fryer is like a 6 quart. So it's pretty big basket, really nice. Baked potatoes can be done. Air fryer and a good air conditioner, yes. Well, I didn't delete them. But if my moderators feel that it's that rude that they feel like deleting them, I guess then they should. The person writing them needs to check it themselves a little bit. Yeah, the one I got is nice. I mean, honestly, the baskets are not really hard to clean, but I put tinfoil on the bottom of mine, or you could put parchment paper, and they have inserts, so that does make it easier. I mean, if someone's out and out rude, giggle fishy, you can time them out, or you can delete the thing. If it's not too bad, I usually let people just hang themselves. Yeah, you can drive for 11 hours, 12 hours, and still be in Texas. Hi, Boston Terrier. Hi, Sandy. I mean, she said I use a paper towel to wipe out. Yeah, I mean, there's tricks to keep it fairly clean. But if you've made like chicken and it's dripped in the bottom, you have to get all that grease out of there. Unless you have an insert and all the grease is in it, it's not so bad. I find that the air fryer does not have a lot of heat when it comes to the kitchen, which is what another reason why living in an RV, it's a really good thing to have. And they're easy to clean up. Yeah. Hi, Ted. I have to keep drinking water, make sure I stay hydrated because that's a big thing. I have an Instapot that I have gotten. I'm going to give it up. I'm leaving it. I don't use the Instapot, and they're big, and I don't have really room. I'm gonna I'm gonna get rid of it. Nothing's happening here as far as Fourth of July that I know of. I have a crock pot. I have a big crock pot that was left here, and I don't know when I would ever make anything in that big of a crock pot unless I was making it for a bunch of people. Yeah, I'm going to donate mine to the Pink Ladies. Edward says Windex with ammonia is a great degreaser. Okay. Yeah. Twice a year it's like it takes up too much real estate in my kitchen here. If you use it, then that's good. I use the air fryer though. Oh, I love hummus. Yeah, my counter space is almost not existent. You might want to upgrade your air fryer to the one I have is really nice, but you can find all prices. And I used my Instapot when I had it a couple times. I made like uh, soup or like chicken, and I made rice, but not enough. I don't really have, if I was having family nights, and so when you're going to cook for a big group, it's good, but I don't anymore. I'm from the Rio Bravo, right across the border from you. Have you visited there yet? Are you? I've not been across the border because I don't have an updated passport, but that is something that I'm going to do during the summer and get ready so that in the winter, yes, I would like to go over the border, and I would like to go to the pharmacy, get my teeth cleaned. I don't know yet, but I definitely want to go. Well, if I had room in a big old kitchen, I'd have every kind of appliance for the kitchen. But when you live in a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, RV, a motorhome, you are not going to take along, and you're not going to live with these big, huge things that you use once a year, twice a year. So what town do you live in the Mexico area? Are you close to my area? My space is limited. I have to juggle a lot. I have to be really, really careful what I put, within reach. It's not the greatest thing, and living in an RV, there's great things about the freedom and downsizing, and living in an RV resort is cheaper. But you're losing counter space, you're losing beautiful bathrooms. So you got to pick and choose. Hi, Jody. I'm glad. If I go over the border, take Jim with me, maybe, or I'll go with a bunch of girlfriends. Beth goes with friends. People they don't go alone. They usually go a car full at least. Hi, Rick. I've been fine, thank you. Just trying to get through the hot summer, and it's been very hot. Darlene, this RV that I'm living in has less space in the kitchen than my 27-foot travel trailer. And I didn't have a lot in that, but more than this. That was what I had to give up, I guess. Thank you, Butterbean Head. It's true. I wish I had them. I would rather live in a mobile home. I would, but there's 200 people in here, and I am so glad to see everybody. I hope you guys will give me a thumbs up or at least subscribe to the channel, because why not, right? I put videos out once a week. I try to do it once a week, and I'm on live twice a week. I'm on Wednesday night and Saturday night. Thank you for the heart. I see 83 thumbs up. I'd like to see at least 150. Yeah, I've got a lot of nice new subscribers. I lived in a housing authority apartment up in Monday, Texas, Rick. That's what I'm moving out of. So yes, I did. But I don't want to live in public housing if I don't have to. And I don't have to. I live here. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, pressure cookers are weird when it comes right down to. That's part of the part I didn't like about having a pressure cooker. I didn't know if it was ever the really tightly shut, and sometimes you close it and start it, and it never builds up pressure because the top wasn't airtight. That sounds nice, Edward. Really, some of the RVs have good kitchens. This doesn't have a good kitchen. It has a kitchen, but it's nice and wide. It has a nice big wide living area. Jody, thank you. Yeah, a pressure cooker in me is like, it's just not that great. I didn't enjoy it. It's like me pulling a trailer. I'm not enjoying it. I had a couple of crappy turnouts. I made rice and it's like just not heating up the pressure. I guess I was. It's me. It's the person doing it, and so I don't like to do it. Deb, you are always warm on your live streams and always try to acknowledge all of your viewers. Ah, thank you. It's lovely. Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. Moon Mother, you're a doll. I do the best I can. I share just whatever's happening. I mean, I'm real about everything. I just I don't like to complain, and I do. Sometimes I just have to. But mostly I do try to lift other people up. No, I don't put metal in my microwave. Oh my God. Usually like after the live stream, it's just now the sun is set and it's pretty out, and then I'll let them go out one more time. So twice a day. Hello, Amanda Hood. Thank you. Yeah, talking about it, crockpot. I'm throwing a brisket all night, making tacos and tostadas. That's how you do it, though. Slow cookers are really good for like a brisket, and then to make those kind of tacos, yummy. Yeah, getting old has really been an experience that until you are there, you don't really get it. What I can't do anymore is sad because I really like to do things. Well, my dogs would like to go out 4 or 5 times a day if they had their druthers. Hi, Betty. Yes, Linda's fortunate to have her home. It's nice though to do a long all day cooking. That's what's not. I have a good crock pot if I want to do that. It is exhausting. Everything's exhausting. It's not for the faint of heart. Getting old. Kevin, hello, welcome. You're on a tour bus heading back. You're always busy, Dina. How are you, Kevin? Come on in. That's right. So as I say, it's not easy to do the things I want to do all the time, but I'm grateful that I still can do them. I can still walk and but it's not as easy as it used to be. Old Town Sacramento. That's kind of close to this guy that I know on Second Life. We're really good friends. He lives like in the valley. He said it's very hot right now up in Northern California. Yep. Giggle fishy. Hi, Linda. Karen says, this is my first time here for live. My name is Karen and I'm from Iowa. We've had rain for 2 days. Now we're in moderate severe drought. Yippee. Well, welcome to my channel. I hope that you'll hang out and come back and subscribe. Kevin, hey Deb, just babysitting new video I just released. Hot here at 7,000 feet, 100 next week. That's really hot for the higher elevation too. Yeah, it's just a hot time. Everything here has to be done early in the morning. If you're gonna weed whack or if you're gonna like do any kind of exercise at all, thank you, Karen. You have to do it early. You have a restaurant there. Well, that's neat, Christopher. Yeah, the higher elevations usually do stay cooler. Vermont. Now, Ted, that's always a nice, cool place, except for in the winter. Thank you, Roar Lion. Yeah, we have a nice crowd in here. I do a live stream on usually on Wednesdays or on Saturdays at 7:30 Central Time. So that's 8:30 on Eastern Time. Even Flagstaff, which is Usually the cool place to go. 105 in Northern California heat wave. That's where my friend is. He was saying they're going to get triple digits. Yeah, I keep up with Eric too. Yeah, he's definitely going through some changes. He's got a dog now, and you know, sometimes it comes a time when you just go through these changes, and it's just natural. Life is full of change. Hi, Judith. Hardly any humidity is perfect. Arkansas 76. That's not bad. How are you, Kayak? Kayak. It's cooled down to 85. Okay, let me look and see what the temperature is. Yeah, I'm sure Carolyn's fine. She is doing well. I watch the videos. Just certain people. Well, it's 91 right now, but next week, that's next week. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Hi, 2021. Welcome. Uh, Fairbanks, Alaska, 75 degrees. That's warm for there, right? Yeah, the heat of the day, everybody sort of goes, finds some AC and hangs out. That's all you can do. And then right about now, what is it, 8:30, 8 o'clock? People start going out again, and you know, it's you try to go to the pool, visit with friends. Well, you guys, it's been the hour went fast. I love sunflowers. They're beautiful. Flowers are beautiful. Yeah, I'm not too good at tolerating the heat either. Leave your windows open. That's not going to happen. Do I go on a late night swim? No, the latest I've been in the pool is about 9 when I go. Probably go in the pool tomorrow night. Amanda, there you are. Oh, you've been around? Good. I don't know if they closed the pool, like literally closed the pool. I think it's open till 10 p.m., if I'm not mistaken. Louisiana can be also warm and humid. Let's all hope it rains. I don't know, it wouldn't be bad because the plants need a little drink. Triple digits, yeah, hang in there. Of course, Judy, I wouldn't go anywhere without my dogs. They're my responsibility for sure, which is another like hassle. I know. They're both sleeping. Yeah, we hibernate when it's really hot in the middle of the day. I either come in here and watch a movie, sit up as close to the air conditioning as I can. Yeah, so I've got a new phone. Yippee! If people are out there, they can get easily gets a sunstroke. So I don't like to be in the heat too long. I'm not. Well, I don't even think there is a mall around here anymore. I don't have windows open. I do have a fantastic fan in the bedroom and the living room. And in the middle of winter, I can see doing having those fans and maybe even opening a few windows. Longview, Texas. Hi, Sean. Oh yeah, hot all over Texas. Yeah, you stay in. That's what you do. When it gets to be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and it starts to be really, really hot, you don't keep going out. You now some people that are local here, they don't get as hot as we do. Uh, no. When I'm on duty, I get the golf cart. That's the only time. Summertime is air conditioning. No other way. Yeah, you have to do something. You go do it and come right back. I went to the post office, and I come right home. I think we get acclimated to whatever we have to get acclimated to. You know, sometimes like I'm here. I have to. I mean, I gotta get acclimated as best as I can, and it does take a while. And people that live here all year round, it's not as bothersome to them. Well, Doggleben, who doesn't like 60 to 80? Time does fly. Yeah, where are you at right now, RV Ashes, Margie? See, Vermont, this is a good time up there. I don't know. It's his bedtime. Jim, are you still around? Thank you, Richard. Yeah, it's much cooler for my body. I wish my bangs would grow a little, but they will. There he is. You're in Wisconsin, Margie. So it shouldn't be too warm there. Jim is still here, Sharon, in case you wanted to ask him something. Yeah, in Vermont, up in the beautiful autumn, must be gorgeous. Sunset was real pretty tonight. I love New York. New York's gorgeous. It's been a great little chat here. I'm in a better mood, so thank you guys. Yeah, they're kind of short, but again, they grow fast. I am feeling better when it comes to my stomach virus. That's gone. I'm going to hang out right here in my little AC. I am going to let the doggies go down and move around a minute. They move around, then they come. Rosie just goes and she'll go pee and come running back up the stairs. Like literally, she'll wait. She wants to come back home. Lily will go further. They're really very different than each other. Oh yeah, they stay with me. I have leashes with me too, though. But when Rosie's done, I just take her off the leash and she runs home. Yeah, sucks the smoke. I do hope that those get out of smoke gets under control. I want to thank my moderators and all of my friends here that come and meet me every week, and we really all get to know each other really well. Good night, Jim. Sleep, sweet dreams. Thank you, Margie. I'd love you guys to hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you haven't, and we'll stay friends. You guys cheered me up for sure because I was close to just not wanting to talk to anybody. I'm staying cool. I hope the smoke's not so bad. Sweet dreams, everybody. Peace out. Love you guys. I'll see you on Wednesday.